Captain Peter Cutsey. Master Caution Recall is our briefing today. This will be the first in the series. Let's just show a small example, then we'll go to a PowerPoint. All right, we hear sounds and we have a master caution. Let's just mute the sounds now so you can better hear my voice. So we have a master caution with an elect. Elect is out of our field of view, which means we've got to go up to the electrical panel. So let's go up to the electrical panel and see what we have. We have a drive light on, we have a source off light, and we have gen off bus light illuminated. Wow. So what has caused that? Well, we actually have to look around and see what's caused that. And if you've noticed, we've just had a low pressure pump come on, engine number 1, hydraulic pump. We suspect we've had an engine failure, and our suspicions are correct. So the number 2 engine, I should say number 1 engine, correction, has flamed out and shut down. And that has triggered the master caution for the reasons we have indicated. I picked an example that's a little more complicated than normal. In any case, we did what we should have done. We went and looked at the panel because that's what it called for. But let's have a look at the other side at the same time. On the first officer side, we had a hydraulic. And we noticed that also when we looked at the overhead panel. So both master cautions came on. But remember, the first officer's annunciator has 6 different system monitors or alerts as compared to the captain. So this is a combination of 2. So we would reset the master caution so that we would have it ready for anything else that came on. And then when we wanted to find out what the problems were, we could push the master recall. Just before I do that, let's go across to the other side and see what happened when we actually canceled. So canceled on both sides. Now to bring it back, we push recall. The recall brings back both the master caution in this case and the faults, the hydraulic and the elect. So that is one example of how effective this system is. Go to a PowerPoint. And this is included in my package in Google Drive. Master caution lights. 2 master caution lights illuminate when any caution occurs outside the normal field of vision of a flight crew. Well, that's what happened. We had an elect light on the captain's annunciator panel, and we had a hydraulic light on the first officer's annunciator panel. These annunciator panels, as you saw, were on the glare shield. Both lights indicated systems that were out of our normal field of view. We looked up and identified the elect lights. There was more than one that triggered that light. And we looked over to the hydraulics and we saw the reason why. So the lights remain illuminated, which they did, as long as the master caution or master caution condition exists, or until the crew resets the system. Well, if we hadn't resetted the system, would those lights have remained on? In this particular case, they would have remained on. That's why in this chapter in FCOM, stipulates the lights remain illuminated as long as the condition exists. Well, the condition existed and would stay as existed until we did something differently. That's why it says, or until the crew resets the system. Well, in our case, we reset the system so we could get it ready for any other problem. Pushing either master caution light extinguishes both lights, which it did, and resets the master caution system for further cautions. So when we pushed the reset, when we pushed either master caution light, extinguishes both lights and resets the master caution system for further cautions.